Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Magical Memories with Maddie podcast. For today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the value hotels over at Walt Disney World, starting off my series talking about Disney World hotels. I just did Universal stuff, parks, and hotels, so now I'm going to move on over to Disney. I am also in progress of doing a full guide to Walt Disney World for my travel agent clients. And don't forget that I can book your next travel vacation to Disney World. All you have to do is hit me up at Maddie World at Your Feet on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, and I will gladly help you book your next vacation. I have booking forms linked in my bio on those pages. Anyway, let's get started. So there are 5 value resorts located on property at Walt Disney World. The All-Star resorts include sports, music, and movies, and then they have Pop Century and Art of Animation. These are the value resorts on property, which means they're going to be the cheapest option you can find on property at the Walt Disney World Resort. 2 of these resorts offer suites. The suites only can sleep up to 6 people, but nevertheless they offer suites, and I will talk more about that as I get there. All resorts offer movie under the stars, a jogging trail, a playground, an arcade, and some resorts have campfire activities. And I apparently need to update that, but anyway. So the first one we're going to talk about is All-Star Sports. This one has standard rooms with 1 queen and 1 queen Murphy bed. Now, pretty much all of the resorts here are the same and will offer the same setup of some sort of Murphy bed and some sort of regular queen bed. Specifically, the All-Stars and Pop Century. Art of Animation is a bit different though, so we will obviously cover it when we get there. The view options here include courtyard, pool, or parking area, and room availability includes a standard or a preferred room. If you choose a standard room, you can be in a variety of sections around the resort. If you choose a preferred room, you're more than likely to be closer to the dining hall area. The dining hall area is where you will find a food court, which you can eat at, as well as your bus transportation to the parks from this resort. There are differences of transportation options at some of these resorts, but this one just has bus transportation to take you to all 4 parks, the 2 water parks, and Disney Springs. There's giant-sized surfboards that line a sprawling pool area perfect for catching some rays or taking a dip. For the little ones, a kiddie pool is located nearby. Grand Slam Pool, an additional pool shaped like a baseball diamond, features a goofy fountain that squirts water at swimmers. The End Zone food court, like I said, is the food court in the dining hall area. It is the main area. It's where you check in, etc. Although Disney does offer straight to your room check-in, which allows you to go straight to your room and you do not have to deal with the check-in process, which is a huge benefit. And I will talk to you more about resort needs to knows whenever you book a vacation with me like that. They have burgers, pizza, pasta, and of course TVs showcasing popular Disney cartoons and sporting events amid ample indoor seating because it's sports themed. The next resort is All-Star Music. All-Star Music has standard rooms just like All-Star Sports, but All-Star Music also offers family suites. Now, the family suites are interesting. So they have 1 queen bed and 2 queen pull-down beds, and the suites have 2 filled bathrooms and a kitchenette as well. This is a lovely suite. It has a main room with 2 full pull-down beds and a bedroom with the main queen bed, and a bathroom in that bedroom and a bathroom in the main area. So you have 2 bathrooms for getting ready. This is the cheapest suite you will find on property at Walt Disney World. The pool here is shaped like a guitar with a whimsical heated pool. Is home to a fountain of the 3 Caballeros, Donald Duck, Jose, and Panchito, playfully spraying water at swimmers. For the little ones, a kiddie pool is located nearby, and also Piano Pool is a grand piano-shaped watering hole featuring a deck of black and white keys. It's also available for families looking to play it cool throughout the day. Here they have the intermission food court, which offers basically all of the same style food. that they had at the last resort. These literally all have the same food court. They're just themed a little bit differently, named a little bit differently. They serve all the same stuff. This resort also offers bus transportation only. And like I said, if you book a preferred room at All Star Sports, it's the same here. If you book a preferred room, you are closer to the main hall. I do not, however, know the area that includes the suites, how close it is to the main hall, but I could look up that information if you need it for when you book your trip. The next resort is All Star Movies. Now, this is the final All Star resort, and these resorts are all like right next to each other. So, if you're interested in checking out the other All Stars, you could kind of just walk right on over or even drive on over and park. They are like you pull into it and like here's one, here's the next one, here's the next one. It took us forever when we last went to find the parking for our resort for near our room because it's just such a big loop of all of these hotels. It's hard to distinguish which one is which. This resort also, like the other previous rooms, have standard rooms and preferred rooms that offer one queen bed and one queen pull-down bed. Now, of course, like I said, there's few options like courtyard, pool, and parking area, and the room availability depends on which room type you pick. If you pick preferred, of course, you're closer to the main area. Another quick thing I did want to mention about the All-Star resorts are, like, of course, yes, they only have bus transportation, but these resorts are literally going to be the cheapest you can find on property for a standard room. And staying on property has other great benefits as well that I will talk about at the end of this video. Pop Century is our next resort. Pop Century and Art of Animation are right next to each other, so I did want to talk about those two together as well. Pop Century just offers standard rooms with one queen bed and one queen Murphy bed. It's a table setup. It's the same for All Stars, and when you pull it down, it's a bed, and it's a queen size bed, which is even better. These resorts are also newly remodeled to be like this, so they don't have carpet floors. They have wood floors. They have plenty of charging ports all around your room. And the newest update to Disney rooms that I actually really am excited to talk about is the new Hey Disney. I'm going to check this out on my upcoming trip because it was not there when I went in December and I was at an all-star resort. And it's like basically like a little Alexa, but it's Disney, and they have all kind of fun Disney features to it. So I will definitely be checking that out for you guys. If you're interested in seeing that, please follow me over at Maddie Rub at your feet for more information on TikTok. The room availability here, of course, is standard and preferred, and like I said, preferred will be closer to the main building, but there's also the added factor here of the other transportation method, the Skyliner, which can take you to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. In order to get to the other parks and stuff, you have to take a bus to either Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, or the water parks, or Disney Springs. There is no bus to those unless the Skyliner is down for some reason. The pool here is themed, of course. This resort is themed after the decades of the second half of the 90s. So there are 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s themed hotel room areas surrounding everything. They have a Happy Dippy pool, which is the 60s area. They have the 1950s bowling pool and the 1990s computer pool. And of course, there's also the pop culture plunge, which is really just more theming. The Everything Pop Shopping and Dining has, of course, merchandise as well as your dining area. It's all mixed in together into one area, but it is shopping and dining. Same old dining as All Star. Basic food, burgers, pizza, you name it. They have 7 food stations. And like I said, this resort offers Skyliner transportation. Finally, for the resorts here is Art of Animation. Now, this one is actually kind of a unique resort, so I really do want to talk about it for a good minute here. So, they offer standard rooms and family suites, but bigger more on the family suites option than the standard rooms. They have Little Mermaid themed standard rooms, and they just have 2 queen beds in these rooms, and they are so well themed. It's actually crazy. If you want to see more pictures of what these rooms and more about these rooms, you can also go check that out on my Maddie World at Your Feet. I've been posting all the Disney hotels up to the deluxe hotels already in my postings, but I'm not quite there yet on my podcast. but we will get there eventually, of course. You of course can find full videos and stuff on YouTube and pictures of every single like little nook and cranny of this hotel on Disney World's website, right ready for you to join. Now, the views here can be courtyard, pool, or parking area, but there's also suites, like I said, and the suites can be themed either one of three things: Cars, The Lion King, or Finding Nemo. The Finding Nemo are going to be the more expensive suites because they are in the main area near the main building, and the pool and the Skyliner, because this resort is, like I said, right next to Pop Century. It's on the other side of this river that's connected between the Generation Gap Bridge that has the Skyliner that will take you to Epcot and to Hollywood Studios. This resort has the Landscape of Flavors food court, which serves, of course, breakfast, lunch, and dinner like all the other resorts, and it's all your basic foods. At the pool here, they have the Big Blue Pool, which is the largest resort pool in Walt Disney World, like in its entirety. They also have the Cozy Cone Pool and the Flippin' Fins Pool, which is Little Mermaid themed, and the Cozy Cone Pool is obviously Cars themed. So the Lion King area is the only area that doesn't have a pool, but it's not as big of an area, so it's fair. Like I said, this resort offers Skyliner transportation. Now, moving on to some other general basics you need to know about staying on property at Walt Disney World. First, early park admission. So it's not really called early park admission, it's really called extra magic hours, because Disney sometimes used to, once upon a time, didn't just do like 30 minutes early in the day like they've been doing for the last few years. They used to actually do later hours and all kinds of other things. And if you are staying at a deluxe hotel, some nights you do get extra evening magic hours. I will talk more about that when I get to my deluxe hotel video on my podcast, so follow along if you want to hear about that. But basically, that means that 30 minutes early every single day that you go to the park, you get to get into the park earlier. You get 30 extra minutes of your park day. And this can be a really huge benefit to somebody who's never been to Disney before and really wants to get a little bit quicker and faster in line for some of those more popular rides like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom, Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom, Rise of Resistance at Hollywood Studios, or even Ratatouille or Soarin' at Epcot. There's lots of great rides to ride at Disney, and you do not want to be one of those people that spends all day waiting in line. So get your early park admission by staying on property if you can. And the best thing about booking your trip with me is not only will I tell you all these secrets, but you can book early enough in advance that you could pay off over time every month until your trip. You just have to be fully paid about a month before your trip and you are good to go. All it takes is a $200 deposit to book, and you can book all the way through 2025 right now. So if you're interested in booking a trip next year to Walt Disney World, you should definitely get on that, especially with the new perk that they just introduced of a water park day on your arrival day to Walt Disney World, allowing you to go to either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach, depending on the hours and the park openings and your choice, of course, which is a awesome benefit that you should definitely check out. Now, of course, if you're staying on property at Disney World, you also get the ability to purchase magic bands with your resort. Now, you don't have to do this. You can purchase your magic bands from Disney or the Disney Store website, which sometimes they can be cheaper or they can have options that are not available through your resort reservation, but there are tons of great options available. I will actually show them over the screen because I have a room reservation coming up and I can just go in and screen record it for you guys. They have some really cute options. I personally picked the Play in the Parks one, but I bought it from the Disney Store because we did a big Disney order anyway, and it was the same price. But this is a great option because you get to have your name on this band and you get to, of course, get a discounted price. If you do not get a good discounted price on your Magic Band, you're going to be paying a little bit more money than you probably should. These are now the new Magic Band Plus, which I would love to talk about for a minute here. The Magic Band Plus has new interactive experiences, including the Fab 50 character quest that allows you to earn basically achievements for finding some statues. They have the that too, Bounty Hunter game that I'm definitely going to be checking out on my day at Hollywood Studios on my upcoming trip. And they have the ability to light up during the fireworks shows. Now, these Magic Bands do require charging, but they do come with a charger, and it's USB. So if you have a USB cube, easy to charge, simple as that. And the charge does last quite a while. I've found it to have lasted at least 2 days for sure on a Disneyland trip and a Disney World trip. If you're interested in using Magic Band Plus, I do have one, so I do have a little bit of knowledge about it, and I am definitely going to show you guys more of the Magic Band Plus on my next upcoming trip. So follow along here on my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, it'll be linked below. Or listening, if you're listening, it'll be linked below as well, of course, or in the description, because I post some really fun vlogs over there sometimes, and you can go check out my last trip's vlogs over there as well. Other than, of course, the extra magic hours, you of course also get the benefit of Disney transportation, which is super fast and convenient and much faster than if you're staying at a good neighbor hotel. And of course, you don't have to pay for parking when you stay at a Disney Resort hotel. It is included in the cost of your stay, and if you do choose to drive to the parks each day, you do not have to pay to park at the parks either, which is a great benefit. If you're interested in booking a trip with me, I, of course, would love to help you at Maddie World at Your Feet. You can DM me or head over to the bio link and click on it, Walt Disney World quote, and you can fill out my form in order to get your free quote today for your chosen dates, etc. If you have no idea where you really want to start, I can talk with you and figure out the best time of year to go to you, or even the best vacation for you, because some people might want something more relaxing, like the Disney Cruise Line. Some people might be more interested in Marvel and need to go to Disneyland, etc., etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. This is the shortest episode I think I've done to date, but it is super fun, and I hope you guys love it.